don't f with my money, okay? I don't care who you are. This is before I actually like calmed down. The writer of the play, he what do you call it? He prorated my check because they canceled the show. I was supposed to go to Alaska at the time with my family, like this is right at Thanksgiving. And I got my check and it was half of my check. So we're in Chicago, right next to the House of Blues, so whatever that hotel is, but we're performing at another venue out there. I ride back with Brian. I'm like, have you seen the writer? Have you seen the producer? And he was just here. So I sat around waiting on my check for like 2 hours, literally after the show was over. Didn't get it. I called him. He kept ignoring me. At this point, you know when somebody was ignoring you because, you know, it goes straight. It'll ring, then it goes straight to voicemail. I mean, your phone on. I mean, you press that red button. Don't ignore me. You know you owe me some money. So I was mad. I was livid because there's no way I can go with my family with this half of a check for a good week and a half. That's what it couldn't happen. So I went to the hotel. I called his room. I told front desk, can you ring such and such's room? Called his room, went up there. The tour manager tried to stop me in between and tried to compensate, gave me a portion of what my check was. I said, no, I'm still going up there. Went up there, knocked on his door. He opened the door like a dumbass. So I jacked him up. Okay, long story short, I shouldn't have did that. I was wrong, my bad. Brian McKnight knew about it. They was getting ready to go back out. This is before I actually got the call to go do the fill-in gig that I fell out the top bunk in. This is like right before. So I knew they were going out for another little run, maybe, I think it was three or 4 weeks after that, but it was a 3-week gap in between. I didn't get a call to come back. So Brian's blowing me up like, yo, where are you at? Where are you at? I said, I'm in Charlotte. Well, they said that you were doing such and such. I said, yeah, that ain't until X, Y, and Z. So you available? So Brian stuck out his neck and said, if you do not bring Evan back, I quit. That's how close we got. And guess what? They brought me back. So this whole time, I actually had just got into a drunk driver accident in Houston. It was real mess with my head. I had scars on my arm, all of that. This is my first time taking oxycodone and hydrocodone. I literally was standing in the airport in Houston on my way to New York to the, not the Apollo, the Beacon Theater is where we were performing at. And I just stood in the TSA line just looking up on oxycodone. This is the first time. I'm not good with medicine. I'm not good with drugs. I try to stay away from all of that. I try. And literally was like, I don't want to do this. So I told Brian, I said, I can't do this. My life was almost gone, literally. So I'm kind of in shock. I'm messed up. I'm on oxycodone. I went to New York. I played the show, and I didn't finish that run with them. It's another tour story. But I did jack that writer up for that show. He know who he is, too, because they called me for another gig, and I was in the door. The MD called me, can you do it? Kenny Leonard was on there. He was like, yeah, he can do it. We was getting ready to do it together. Cool deal. He said, okay, so who's the guy? They told the sponsor. I guess he was, what do you call him? I can't even think right now. Promoter. There you go, promoter. They called the promoter and said, yeah, we got the other keyboard player. All right, cool, what's his name? His name is Evan Bryce. He said, no, I can't be around him. So what I did was, me and my homeboy Chris Key, they had a show at the Spectrum Center, which was Time Warner Center at the time. This old school show, we went to go see it, we got tickets, and I'm standing right there at the Monitor World. So of course, here comes the promoter walking through. So he's walking up, he sees me, he says, oh, hey man, how are you? I was like, man, it's all good. You good? Da, 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 da. He was still scared though. Jacked his ass up real nice. Cause he still owed me the money. I got it back.